What's going on, people? My name is Edge, or IP Edge, whatever you prefer, and today I'm here with my first video and also a very interesting topic that I've seen a lot of controversy over the past couple of weeks, and I wanted to make a video on myself. As you can see here on your screen, some guy is basically claiming he used to work with a Infinity Ward based company, or a company that helped Infinity Ward, and he's basically claiming that he knows what the next Call of Duty is, and a lot of people think this is lies. A lot of people think this is maybe true. If this was true, I would be hyped myself. But it doesn't seem legit at first, but as you go down the list, it does seem more and more legit. But we'll get onto that in a minute. So, as you can see, it says he was a temporary environment artist, whatever that is, at a company called Nethersoft, who was helping Infinity Ward make the next installment of Call of Duty, and they merged with Infinity Ward late 2014, I think. Basically, he says he left the company due to personal concerns, therefore he cannot confirm anything. But here are some of the things you might want to start thinking about as we get closer to COD 2016. And then obviously you can see a list of things that the guy has written about COD 2016 game. So let's start off with point number 1. It says Infinity Ward loves to create an in-game world in which you can relate to. We see modern settings in most Infinity Ward games, don't expect that to change. So that's an interesting point right there. It sounds like, we're not going to get any of this futuristic exo jumping rubbish. So I'm really looking forward to that. That was the one thing I was really worrying about, that Infinity Ward were going to go futuristic with the next game, but obviously it doesn't sound like they're going to if this point is true. Point number 2 is this world Infinity Ward has created is contemporary. However, a more advanced movement system than we've seen in previous Infinity Ward titles will be present. So that kind of sounds like maybe Exos again, but at the same time it says like the modern setting is saying, so I don't really get how they'd mix jumping 10 feet up in the air with a modern game. So that kind of confuses me a bit. Maybe it's just a more advanced movement system, such as, running faster, I don't know. Point number 3, 4-player co-op campaign is supported as part of the returning Spec Ops mode. It's important to note that 4-player couch co-op is supported as well, whatever that is. So basically that is saying the Special Ops mode is returning. I remember that myself on Modern Warfare 2. That was a game mode, I think, that contained survival as well as co-op campaign. I can't quite remember, I haven't played Modern Warfare 2 in time. I've been too focused on Black Ops 3. Point number 4, multiplayer will support 4-player couch co-op, yet again I don't know what that means, both in offline split screen and in online multiplayer. I'm really sorry, I don't know what a 4-player couch co-op means, whether I'm just a noob for that, I don't know. 5, Extinction Mode is making a return and will be unlocked upon completion of the main campaign. Yet again, I'm not too sure what that is. I can't remember, as I haven't played Modern Warfare 2 in time, as I sold my 360 back time ago. Point number 6, in the campaign mode, this is the first time Infinity Ward is putting you in the boots of a soldier fighting alongside famous historical figures. Now that, to me, is something I would be really hyped about. Not only are we just having, these brave soldiers in a really adrenaline-pumped campaign, we're going to have these famous characters that you can fight alongside, so, I don't know, some sort of... I couldn't even think of, but obviously some sort of famous battle character, someone who died famously in the war, someone who was famous in the war. It sounds to me like this could actually be a classic World War II COD thing. Going back to point number 1, it doesn't really sound like that, since it's saying it's modern, but maybe they're going to try and mix World War II with modern, I don't know. That could be quite a good mix, it could work out somehow. We all know Infinity Ward in their mind. Point number 7, fans of their series will recognise several returning characters, but at the same time develop a liking for new ones. That is awesome. I love how they're taking stuff from their old games and trying to implement it into the new Call of Duty. Yet again, I don't know if this is true, but I'm hoping it is, because I'm liking the sound of it as I go further down this list. Point number 8, same amount of destructible materials present in Call of Duty Ghosts will be featured across all game modes. So, I can't remember what COD Ghosts is like. I haven't played it in time. Point number 9, campaign mode will follow a similar storytelling style to that of the previous Infinity Ward games. You will jump into the boots of several characters across several factions. I loved the Ghost campaign, the Modern Warfare 3 campaign, MW2 campaign. even the Modern Warfare campaign, that was my favourite. Modern Warfare campaign, the Ghost campaigns, they were all good, because Infinity Ward just seemed to have that magic there for the campaigns. Black Ops and Advanced Warfare campaign didn't really do it for me, since it all seemed kind of, you know, in system and stuff. It was kind of hard to explain. I think we're on point number 10 here. The setting of the game is different. Expect to be fighting in many out of the ordinary locations. Now, a lot of people I've spoke to have said that sounds like it could be futuristic settings. That's not what I think. That's not what a lot of other YouTubers think. Basically, I think that sounds like, you know, you're going to be fighting inside of a plane, inside of a restaurant, on a main street, just somewhere that's kind of weird. Maybe even in the ocean. Who knows? That would be kind of cool. As long as it's modern, I'm fine with it. Point number 11. This game should answer most questions the community has been asking about the story told in the previous Call of Duty titles developed by Infinity Ward. Now that to me sounds like it is carrying on from like sort of the old storyline. So Nikolai from Modern Warfare 2. I can't remember any of the other characters' names other than Nikolai. I know Nikolai was the bad guy in Modern Warfare 2 and 3, I think it was, but you finally killed Nikolai in Modern Warfare 3. But who knows, maybe he didn't actually die because he was only dangling down from a rope, you know, he could have just suffered severe neck injuries. That's a point that I think, you know, could be cool. Point number 12. No new engine for this installment. Still working with a heavily modified version of IW 6.0. So, yeah, again, it just sounds like they're making a game on the same engine, which I don't really care about, to be honest. 13. You must want to look up some of these coordinates. Now, that is extremely interesting, because I am going to go and look up those coordinates. Can't actually look them up. I'll tell you what, I'm going to look them up right now, and I will be back with you in a second. Now guys, on your screen right now, you can see the coordinates of the place this guy has told us that this is taking place. And if we zoom out, you can see that is right on North America, just up north of Colombia. It's a small island just up north of Colombia. So it sounds like, yet again, this is sort of based in favelas since we're near Brazil, which I'd really look forward to. So let's move on back to these points and we'll see what else this guy is saying. Okay, so that's the end of the list, people. Basically, at the bottom, he says, I hope this was able to shed some light of Call of Duty 2016 may have in store without spoiling it too much for you. Now, if I have a look at some of these comments, I'm looking at them right now, they're all like, this seems like a sort of weird thing to say. It says, Neversoft ceased operations in July 2014 and merged with Infinity Ward. Try again. I think that was an interesting point someone made. All these comments are like, oh, MW4 hype, and then there's some that are like, you know, this guy kind of sounds like he's lying. But nevertheless, this is an interesting Reddit post that, you know, I would certainly look at if I was you. Basically, like I said, overview, this guy is saying that Modern Warfare 4 is coming next year, which if it is, I would have so much hype for. It would bring Call of Duty back to life. It would bring everyone back to COD. As long as they didn't mess it up somehow with EXO boosting and stuff. They just keep the classic jumps in, add some pretty sick guns, some nice maps. Call of Duty will be kicked off yet again. But here's the thing, I don't think Modern Warfare 4 is coming next year. I think Infinity Ward would waste way too much money scrapping the Ghost series, and I think they already pretty much started developing Ghost 2 right after Ghost came out, before they even had any time to get any feedback from the community, which I think is a big mistake that Activision and all the companies are making, because they never really seem to listen to the community at all, to be honest, and that's something that really disappoints me. It really does. Like, they kind of used to listen back in the day, like Modern Warfare 2 days. Like, you know, people never really asked for anything back then because the game was just perfect. But now it's kind of like people are asking for stuff, Activision are completely ignoring them. But if Modern Warfare 4 was to come out, back onto the point, like I said, it would just completely kick COD back off again. People would buy it. A lot of my friends have stopped playing it. My cousin, for example, he's an absolute boss at Call of Duty, I'm not going to lie. But he stopped playing it because it got boring. Because he was a big fan of Black Ops 2, but he hated Black Ops 3 because of futuristic rubbish. I'm starting to get bored of Black Ops 3, and, you know, it's a bit unfortunate. But if Modern Warfare 4 was to come out, like I said, you know, a lot of hype. But personally, I wouldn't get your hopes up, guys. I don't think it's coming. I think Ghost 2 will be out. But you never know. I hope it's true. I really hope it's true that Modern Warfare 4 comes out. But we'll see anyway, people. Thanks for watching the video. If you did enjoy it, please be sure to leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you don't want to miss any future, I guess, commentaries. And yeah, that'll be it for today's video. Be sure to leave a like, as I said. Leave a comment for whatever video you want next. If you ever just want to request a video from me, any other topics you want to discuss. And yeah, I'll see you later, guys.